Hello. What's going on, YouTube? How y'all doing? Happy Sunday to all of you. Happy Sunday. That thing still playing?
No,
man, we're good.
Yeah,
we got you.
Hold on 1 second. I can hear myself talking. I'm good, man. How y'all doing?
Good,
you got your own live stream going.
Yes, sir.
Streaming the live stream.
Yes, sir. Well, what's going on, Siobhan Smith? Hey, how you doing? Thank you all for being here. I'm so happy I have power now because it was a very, very frustrating week, as I was just telling Lamont, right before we hopped on. But, things are getting back to normal, so I'm happy about that. I can't complain. What's going on, Super Gaming 2020. And guys, welcome to another episode of Just My Opinion. This is the Movie News Roundup, I think number 6. And I'm very proud of that. We have a ton of topics to go through, and I'm very, very excited. Hopefully we get through them all. What's going on, Nary's 21? What's going on? We live, baby. We is live. Yes, and so I am coming to you live right now on YouTube at Just My Opinion Reviews, also on Twitch at Just My Opinion Reviews, and on Facebook at facebook.com/Just My Opinion. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Just My Opinion 84. You can see it right there on the screen. And also follow these gentlemen too, because we got Larry down at the bottom. He's a tech genius master. And we also have Lamont, who is the stock market master 3000. He shows you his whole portfolio. He breaks it down for you. So you need to follow these gentlemen too. There's a link of their channel down in the description box. And like always, you can just head over to my channel tab. I think I'm having my system's going a little bit slow. It won't switch over.
Sound good to me.
I'm trying to share my screen, but it's just not sharing for some reason. That's not gonna work right there. We need that for the show. But anyway, I don't know why the screen is not sharing, but let me try to fix that. But anyway, how are y'all doing, man? Lamont, do you have anything special going on your channel right now that you want to put out there for the people?
No more than I'm still kind of trying to round out everyone how I'm going to be doing the channel. I've got so many different things I do on the channel: TV show reviews, movie reviews every now and then. We do the live stream where we talk about current events, politics, and stocks, and I'm doing stocks. So if you're into any of that stuff, be sure to catch me, Larry. We bring B. Avery up there often, but we go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night at 9 p.m. And tomorrow we're going to have comedian and YouTuber Jay Moore on the channel.
Already. There you go right there. And so, guys, this channel is right there, on my channel tab. But Larry, what you got going on your channel, man?
Man, I think I'm going to start reviewing, omnisexual little people, adult films. No.
Did this guy say unicorn sexual?
Something like it, man. Crazy.
What?
I got tech and more tech. I have some I've been testing out memory cards actually this weekend to find out which are the best memory cards to use with your cameras, because they are not all equal. And some, as you probably know, B. Avery, since you bought a new camera, some memory cards just don't work in the higher end cameras. Mm-hmm. And so I've been testing out some of those. Also, I mentioned that last week when we talked, I think it was on Lamont's show, that I'm doing a video on a cheap cell phone service that you can get that's like $6 and some change a month. And so I got the SIM card in for that today. So I'm going to go ahead and make that video probably later on tonight or tomorrow morning and post that right away so people can get that inexpensive cell phone service if they need it. So yeah, that's pretty, just other than that, having fun, man. Just trying to get through this pandemic alive and sane.
I feel you. Well, that's what's up, man. I hear you. And again, guys, there's a link down to the YouTube channels down in the description box. You can also go over to my channel tab. And again, I just want to thank all of you for being here. Lovell 1993. Question: do y'all watch anime? No. I mean, I watch Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. I don't know about these gentlemen here. What's going on, Claudine? What's going on there is 121 and Sean Franklin. I usually like to start, when I got about 30 people in the live or until my guests pop up, but we are here and we have a ton of topics. If you want to know what we're going to be talking about, there is a link down to all of that in the description box. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh my goodness strong, right?
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside.
Thank you so much, Zia Latrice. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it, my sister. How you doing?
Loving it.
Yes, hey, support Black creators. I hope you get 100K subs in 2021. Yes, I do too.
Yeah,
me and Larry.
Yeah,
and
we have to catch up to Lamont. Actually, we should never catch up. What should happen is we should move up to where he's at now, and then he should just double.
Yes, I agree. But gentlemen, I know we got a ton of topics, and I'm really excited.
Waiting to get there. Let me ask you a question, B. Avery, if you don't mind.
Oh, go ahead. Ask away.
All right. So this is just something I had thought of because they're talking about getting a new James Bond after this movie that they have finished already. They're talking about moving on to a new Bond. And so my thought is maybe it would be a cool idea to do an animated Bond series with all the actors that are going to be in the new Bond, but have them voice it, and then have the end of that series culminate into the next movie, and then you actually get to see the faces of those voices.
So you saying all of the previous Bonds in one Bond animated movie?
No. Just do like whatever the storyline is going to be for that next Bond movie.
Okay.
Just like do sort of a lead up. Do like an animated series leading up to that movie. So as you're going, you're sort of building up. You're getting maybe some background on some more background on Bond, maybe on Moneypenny, whoever, on the villains, and you're leading up to the movie. But the animation series is leading up to the movie, and then when you actually get to the movie, you get the live action, but it's going to be all the same actors that are voicing the animated. So you only get to hear them on the animated series, obviously, because it's animated, but then you actually get to see those voices in the real movie.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. I mean, because the world of Bond is large. Very. So you can always have your main storyline and something on the side building up. They're doing that right now with every streaming service. Of course, they're doing it with Marvel. I mean, if hopefully they're gonna do it with Mortal Kombat too. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, this movie is gonna be off the chain, and we're not just gonna be getting tournament fights. We're gonna be getting some movies just based off Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, Johnny Cage. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that is the first topic. You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready,
Avery. Be Avery. Can I shout out the cartoon for Mortal Kombat that came out last year?
Yes.
I cannot talk about that one enough, ladies. It was so good. Me and Larry had to do a review on it. It was oh my God! We watched it like 3 times and kept watching it. It is fire. If the movie can be half as good, look, there it is right there.
Yes.
Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge. I might be watching that tonight when my daughter falls asleep. It's my cheat meal night. I need something good to watch, and I might be watching that again.
Yes. I love it, man. It is pretty good. It's pretty good. And so, guys, let's go ahead and get this thing started. We got 29. It always works out. 29, 30 people around 10 minutes. I'm excited. And so just real quick, guys, it seems like we got 29 people right now in the live chat. So I want to thank all 29 of you people for being here. But if you can do me a favor before we get started, please click that like button. Click that thumbs up button because I only got 19 likes. I'm trying to get 29 likes. I got 29 people. So thank you very much for being here. Hit that thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Gentlemen, are y'all ready to do this?
Man, let's do it. Mortal Kombat, I'm ready. I'm doing yoga stretches, DDP stretches. I'm ready to get the mouth going on that.
Already. So let's go ahead and get started again, guys. I want to thank you for tuning in to the Movie News Roundup, number 6, coming to you live this February 21st of 2010. And we're talking Mortal Kombat, some Falcon Winter Soldier, some Spike Lee, some Jordan Peele, some Paranormal Activity. But let's go ahead and move on to the first topic. And this past Thursday, we got a trailer for Mortal Kombat, and this is the first topic, the Mortal Kombat trailer breakdown. We're finna break this thing down in and out, left and right. I have already seen it. Lamont has already seen it, but Larry, you haven't seen it, have you?
Nope, and I waited.
You waited.
I waited because I wanted to see it. I wanted you to show it to it.
I got it queued up right here. Shout out to OneTakeBigDog. Yes.
What's up, my brother?
My brother, what's going on? So again, Larry, I was thinking about, should I show your reaction, to this? Should I show our faces so, we can see your reaction? I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but that's up to you. Or should I just play it?
Nah, play it however you want to do it, man. Let's see it.
Okay. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Share this screen right here. Let me share the audio with you. Okay. All right.
Get your popcorn.
Here we go.
All right, Larry, here you go. Mortal Kombat trailer, rated R. Long old intro to come in.
Oh, God.
Yes, sir. Yes,
how are you going to kill a dude and make a dagger out of his own blood?
I know.
Yo.
Man,
they went in with the detail on Sub-Zero. Not only is he doing his powers, but he's controlling the environment with the ice. Oh my! Yes. Did y'all see that scene? He was on the street. He turned all the water around him into ice daggers on the street.
Right here, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That's just wow.
Yes, B. Avery caught the footage. then Larry, you got the backstory to how Jax lost his arm. It was like, and that looks like that's in the beginning of this movie.
He tried to shoot him and he froze it with the bullet coming out, froze it, and just froze both his arms. Damn.
Wait a minute. Stop the presses, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, Lord. Heaven,
here we go.
The heavens is raining on this brother.
He just got
a super E-chain.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside.
Thank you so much, Eman. I'm just here to remind everyone to like the video and share. Recast T'Challa. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. I appreciate the super chat. Man, y'all here. This dude right here is super cool. Go subscribe to his channel, Eman's Movie Reviews. He is on his way to hit 100K this 2021. And I'm telling you, if there's any man that is going to fight to get T'Challa recast in the MCU, it is this man right here. There's a link down to his channel in the description box. And you can also head over to my channel tab and you can find his channel there as well. So again, Eman,
they could really piss off Charlemagne the God. They could piss off Charlemagne the God and recast T'Challa with Lakeith Stanfield.
That'll work.
Hey,
that'll work.
I'm going to highlight Eman too, y'all. Eman is the one who was the inspiration behind me making a video that I did with Larry where we talked about recasting T'Challa. The cover, the thumbnail of that video is simple. Marvel Black Panther recast T'Challa. Check it out. Shout out Eman all over that video because we got to get T'Challa back.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, man.
Yes, we do.
Definitely.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
But
Larry, we also need to get back the true and righteous ruler of Wakanda while we're at it, because Killmonger has his rightful place on the throne. I'm just saying.
Right on. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. But Larry, man, what do you think about this trailer, man? What do you think about this trailer? Go ahead and break it down. What do you think?
Man, that was just so good. I can tell you right now, if the movie's garbage, I can just put it on mute and just watch the visuals of it because it looks absolutely amazing so far.
Yes.
It really does. I just hope it's not one of those movies where all the best effects are in the trailers.
Right.
But it looks like it's gonna be awesome. And I'm not sure about this storyline with this young kid coming in. I hope they don't focus too much on him. I know he's going to be a central character, but I hope if they do, I just hope he's good.
Right.
I'm loving the
agree.
fact that it's like they supercharged Sub-Zero, which I'm super happy about, man. And I want to see Raiden go ham too. But I love that Sub-Zero's pandemic ready. You know, he's got that mask already. So
now you said something about Cole Haan. We're talking about this dude right here. Yeah, and you know he's like a little MMA fighter or something like that. Matter of fact, I think I have a quote right here. Let me go ahead and pull this up. MMA fighter Cole Young, played by Louis Tan, accustomed to taking a beating for money, is unaware of his heritage or why Outworld's Emperor Shang Tsung has sent his best warrior Sub-Zero, an otherworldly cryomancer, to hunt Cole down. Fearing for his family's safety, Cole goes in search of Sonya Blade at the direction of Jax, a special forces major who bears the same strange dragging marking Cole was born with. Soon he finds himself at the temple of Lord Raiden, an elder god and the protector of Earthrealm, who grants sanctuary to those who bear the mark. Here Cole trains with experienced warriors Liu Kang, Kung Lao, and rogue mercenary Kano as he prepared to stand with Earth's greatest champions against the enemies of Outworld in a high-stakes battle for the universe. But will Cole be pushed hard enough to unlock his hidden arcana, the immense power from within his soul in time to save not? Written by Warner Brothers. My take on Cole Young is I honestly think that he's just cannon fodder. I think that I think we're going to get to know the lore of Mortal Kombat through his lens. And they're going to make us try to care about him and all this good stuff, but he is going to end up dead. He is going to get his ass kicked. There's going to be some type of fatality done on him just so that we can see that. I don't think he's going to make it out of here alive. Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it out alive. I think he's just being set up to die. That's just my 2 cents.
That's interesting because I was actually thinking the exact opposite. I was thinking that the filmmakers are trying to bring in a new character for this current generation, and so they're going to bring him in and let them get to know this young guy, and he's going to be sort of maybe a central figure moving forward in the franchise. So, but I could be wrong. I mean, if dude gets his spine knocked out, I'm not mad. I wouldn't mind seeing it.
I'm with Larry on that one, B. Avery. I think that they're trying to introduce this guy as a legendary fighter and maybe trying to introduce new powers to the universe. Now, mind you, we've talked about the evolution of the video game over the years. You've got Barranca, you've got all these other characters that eventually I'm thinking they're going to try to bring to the universe. But a good way to get the universe catapulted is you have some new guy you introduce to refresh the story, and he gets endowed with some crazy power that we haven't seen before. And he's going to be in the universe, and he'll be the anchor that keeps us wanting to see what happens as he goes through to the next level. So that's what I think is going to happen. I don't think he's dying at all.
So
they're not going to put that mark on you.
Big Dog says he doesn't think he's making it to the end either. I think it's split here.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, but that's the thing, though. Everything y'all said as far as this character being set up for all those things, I agree with both of y'all 100%. I just still think he's going to die, you know, because just think about it. We're rooting for the good guys. I mean, do y'all really want a movie to where all the good guys make it out alive and win, and it's just like perfect, you know?
Well, that's the thing, B. Avery. Whoever said that all the good guys are going to make it out? They could kill off Sonya.
Well,
they could kill off Jax.
You're right.
You know, maybe they've got it where Jax is going to die, and since this guy's got the same mark of the dragon, he's going to survive and carry on the legacy for Jax. You know,
I don't see that. I don't see, because they're not killing the only black dude or the only woman on this franchise.
Well, they have a black woman. Whoever they got with those sides that was black with the dreadlocks, man, she looks deadly. She looks, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, she's in there. She's in there. You're right.
She looks deadly.
She really
does.
I
used to play with her on the video game.
Yeah, she scared me a little bit when I saw her lick that blade. I was like, well, damn. I hope it's not a double-edged blade.
Who do y'all know? Do y'all know her real name? I think it's let me see here. It says, I got to take the picture off. Sissy Stringer for Melina. I don't think I've ever heard of her before.
Me neither.
I like her look though.
Yeah. She does look good though. But I have to say, before the trailer came out, I was kind of skeptical about Jax, but actually seeing him in here, you know, I'm with this 100%. I mean, especially this photo right here, he looks the part. Yeah, I mean, he looks big, he looks swole, he look like he's gonna knock somebody's head off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here for it. You know, I'm here for it. I'm liking. I'm thinking we're gonna be able to see everybody. You know, wreck
that
shop.
Mustache though, man, he looks like a 1970s porn star.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, they want him to look like an army captain. He looks just like an army captain. He looks just. That's what they look like exactly.
Now let me ask
no, you're right on that. You're right on that because he is supposed to be that. So he does. He looks like he's a military dude.
Now let me ask you this because I've seen a few bits of speculation online, but I still don't know. Who do y'all think this guy is right here?
Man, it really could be the new character they're introducing. It could be his embodiment from the ancient days.
You have a character name, maybe?
I don't know. I don't know the guy. I'm specifically speaking about the new guy that they're introducing, who has the mark of the dragon on him.
Oh, cool.
Maybe whoever had the mark back in the ancient days was that guy who currently looks like the guy they're bringing into this new tournament with the mark on his body. So I'm thinking he must be holding some enchantment. He's holding whatever powers the guy on the wall had. They're embodying that.
So he just hasn't. They haven't been unlocked within him yet. I'm imagining.
Exactly. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Now y'all have an excitement level for Sonya.
I like Sonya Blade. I can't get. I'm not mad at her.
Sonya's okay. You know, she's okay for me. You know, I'll say it like that. You know, she looks badass.
Yes.
You know, if I'm gonna have a Karen on my team, that's the one I want.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they need to rough her up a little bit. Like they need to give her a scar or something.
Hey, you know? maybe Kano will put it on him. But guys,
she nothing perfect. Like she hasn't been. Like she's never been. She looks too perfect. Like she hasn't been in a fight. Like you look at people who've been in fights. They got scars around their eyes. You know, their nose maybe just a little bit sideways. She looks a little too symmetrical. She needs.
We got somebody in the comments that agrees with me that Jax is gonna die. Really? Angela Jones says, "I think Jax will die." I'm with her. I'm telling you.
Angel, don't wish that on Jax, Angel.
Okay.
Look, and Angel is not even going to be Black History Month when this comes out. So yeah, he's dead.
Every month is Black History Month.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But not the one that is historically named to be Black History Month. April ain't named that. So he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone.
Now let me I'm really interested in seeing how this right here plays out. Of course, we've seen this before.
Yeah.
But I'm just really excited about this storyline right here. But guys, nothing is more badass than entering in the scene like this right here. That is just ice cold for you right there. My goodness gracious, straight out the freezer, the deep freezer. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I love my superhero landers and poses and standards, but that right there is just badass.
I mean, he's from the barrels of hell,
man.
But be Avery,
that just looks cool.
Did they not have to do that for him? Because it seems like the trailer focused so much on Sub-Zero and his new power level. Yeah. They had to show something badass about Scorpion. Yeah. They had to. Yeah. Man, and we only got to see like maybe 2 badass scenes with Scorpion. I mean, of course, we saw him whipping ass as an ordinary human. Yes, we saw that. But they had to give him a bad scene where he had his powers being enchanted. So that was a good one. And the one where he was enchanting the dragon with fire, that was another good one too. So they had to do that. Was that Liu Kang?
Yeah, I think that was Liu Kang. I think that was Liu Kang. Okay. You talking about let me see if I can find it real quick.
You know what? You're right. That was Liu Kang. Yeah. That is Liu Kang. That's Liu Kang.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to Liu Kang too, man. You know, it's interesting because I'm just used to him being like the central character.
But aren't you happy he's not?
Yeah, I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping, man. Right. I'm not tripping. I mean, just let me just start right here. Just first of all, because ain't Kung Lao his master?
Yeah.
Okay. So Kung Lao, I know that he studied Shaolin. He looks like a boss. He just finna whoop somebody's ass. We saw him blocking that laser beam with his hat. I know he got the blade on his hat too, so I hope he's throwing that right there. I mean, and then just them back to back right there. They're just I mean, my goodness, man, I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. I might have to take a trip to Texas and watch this with you. I mean, I can't wait.
My door is open. My door is open.
Like, I need to put the Tesla on the road, man. I got to, man.
Bro.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
It's going down, man. It's going down. It's going down. Let me see if is there any other. And also, you know, this dude right here look pretty cool too, Shang Tsung.
You know.
And what I'm thinking, and tell me what y'all think about this. It does. You know, he's a shapeshifter. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So what if they give a cameo and he shapeshifts into the original Shang Tsung from the first movie, just as a little nod? Why not? You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be pretty dope. You know,
I mean, they have to give us nerds what we want. They got to give it to us.
Yes.
Now, you know, even though he looks good, what did y'all think about Shay Khan? How did y'all like his makeup, his dress up? How did y'all like all that?
Damn,
I liked it,
man.
I liked it,
man. Now, but here's the thing: I don't think we're going to see him till the very end, and this is how they're going to catapult us to be intrigued for the next movie.
I agree with you, and I would be perfectly. I'm cool with that too. But let me ask you this: Is Jax holding his hammer? Is that Shao Kahn's hammer? Or am I tripping?
No, it looks like a hammer. And look, if you look on the side of the arm of whoever he's trying to block, that could be him, or it could be that looks like him, or it could be Mr. 8 arm that we saw in this thing too.
Yeah, what's dude's name? The 8 arm dude?
Some about Goro?
Yeah, Goro.
Yeah. This cat right here. Yeah. He looked good too, man.
It could be him he's blocking.
Maybe
it could be,
maybe.
We know Goro's gonna get his ass beat in this thing. We know that. Yeah, we know that. We know it 100%. Okay. So as you bet that the new kid they're introducing that's gonna have the mark of the dragon is gonna die, I'm telling you right now, Goro is dead in this movie.
Wow,
he's dead. Goro can
probably
nice living. Goro can make a nice living as a massage therapist, man, if he ever decides to change his profession. I'm just saying.
And he ain't even got to go to LA and do happy endings, but if he did, he could get multiple endings.
You know, and he could die too, because you can have Montaro in the sequel. You know what I'm saying? I just remember Montaro.
Right.
And so and you got Shang Tsung in this one. Hopefully we'll have you know, Shao Kahn pop up at the next one if it's successful, or at the end of this one, like you said. You know, we also got Quan Chi that you know, also in the lore, I think it's like 2 Sub-Zeros, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah.
What about Johnny Blaze?
You mean Johnny Cage?
Johnny Cage, excuse me.
Johnny Cage, yeah.
Yeah. I want him to come too. I want Jade to come. I mean, man, and there's so many characters in this first one, and there's still like so much more. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying,
bro. This is just beautiful. I mean, like, I know Larry, you geeked out about that right there. I mean, this all just looks better. Now you notice, you see Cole Young. This is Scorpion versus Sub-Zero, but you see Cole Young in the back
on his knee.
Yeah,
on his knee.
So
yeah.
What's up with that? And also another thing is, when he was looking in the mirror, he saw this image right here, and some people are saying that maybe he's a descendant from Scorpion. You know, Hanzo Hasashi. I don't know.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. But
maybe Scorpion will sacrifice himself for him.
I don't see him dying.
They're not Scorpion.
Well, you know what? You could let Scorpion die, and then because of how he gets his powers and enchantment, he could easily just come back. I mean, that's legitimate. That's a legit thing. He could die and be re-enchanted in the next video. I mean, the next movie. So
right.
I'm with all of it. If B. Avery read to us kind of a synopsis of what they're going to be doing, and if it holds true to that script, just you add that script with what we've seen in the trailer, there's no way this movie is going to be less than a 7 in terms of how good it's going to be. There's no way, because just what he read, what we've this right here, what we've seen so far, The only way this movie sucks is if they oversaturate the storyline with this MMA fighter boy. That's the only way it's gonna suck. But as long as they keep that template in good movement, and the movie rolls along in good timing, there's no way this movie is going to be less than a 7. No way.
I agree, man. I agree.
No way.
And somebody we still ain't talked about yet, man. Is this dude right here, Raiden?
Oh Lord, y'all know that's my guy.
Yeah,
that's my guy. I used Raiden to win money when they was having gaming tournaments back at Blockbuster, back at the Blockbuster days.
Yes.
Oh my God, I used to cheat so bad with Raiden, and I want to know, what is he going to do? How is he going to involve himself? Will they actually let him be involved in this movie? Or is he just going to be there to train everybody? Because Raiden has a great character. He's the guardian of the Earth realm. He's super powerful. Him and Shay, don't get along that well. And are they going to start putting those guidelines in place this movie to set up for him to be a powerful character next movie, excuse me.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
I can't wait.
This right here alone just sells it for me, man. Like, that's just badass. And it looks like, a few things I want to ask y'all. So it looks like, of course, he's leading the pack. Yeah. We got to the right, we got Sonya, Cole Young, Kung Lao, Liu Kang. And it looks like Kano is on the good guys team.
I know, man. What's up with that?
What is up with that? And also, is that Katana's fan? Is that Katana's fan right there as well?
I was waiting for B. Avery to say something, but that is definitely Katana's fan.
Yeah.
So how are they going to bring her into this thing too? Because they're going to do it. I was definitely going to say something about that fan. Yes.
It's just so much to play with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
But we got what picture? Oh yeah, and there's just looking all kind of badass right there. But we got our boy Kano right here, man, and he looks good.
He do.
And I gotta say, the laser, I liked it.
I did too.
To me. It looked good to me. But I'm just wondering, like, why is he on the good guys team? That's just it's just a little weird to me.
Well, let's theorize here. Maybe there's some kind of a sacrifice, because they do have a scene where I don't know if that's training or they really fighting. Him and Sonya fighting each other.
Yeah.
Maybe that's training, because maybe that's training. Maybe that's them when they went out in the desert and they're training. But the look on her face is not that of someone who's getting trained. The look on her face is like, I can whip your ASS right now and be done with you. Yeah. And I'm out.
Right.
So maybe some kind of a sacrifice has come in his life. They might have killed his kid, or they lied to him, or anything they can put in there to make him turn on the puppet masters he's supposed to be serving. Right, and now he's with them. Or this could be a complete infiltration. But I've never seen in any iteration of a cartoon or a movie where they have this brother infiltrate anybody dealing with Raiden, because Raiden can sniff it out. So I gotta think he's been turned good because something is going on with his family. I gotta think.
Yeah, hey, you're probably right. I don't mind them changing it up, and we're just gonna have to see. I'm also thinking that he could be a good guy at first and then betray them or something like that. I don't know, and then he ends up on Sonya's bad side. But man, I can't wait for this. This is lovely, man. And Larry, you got anything else?
No, put that last photo up there. The one you just had up with all the people. There was like, they didn't put any of the women up there.
Oh, I put that together myself.
Yeah.
Oh man, you gotta represent for your females in here, man.
But it also says
Peele super chatting.
It also says how great his editing skills are, that you thought that was an official trailer. Yeah,
I did. I thought that came from the studios.
Well, I learned from you, Lamont. I learned from you, man. So that's what's up right there. But man, there you go, guys. That was our little Mortal Kombat trailer breakdown.
Man,
and I guess
we get forward to it.
Yeah, man. And so go ahead, guys. If you don't have your subscription to HBO Max, go ahead and just get it right there. Because it's going down. And
if you haven't liked B. Avery's video, it costs you nothing to smash that thumbs up button, so this brother can keep getting that algorithm going. I want to see him at 100,000 before the end of the year. And if you're really feeling Freak Nasty. Super chat the brother. You never know what he might give you in return.
Thank you.
Hit
Thank
that
you.
super chat.
I appreciate it. Well, and the like button is good enough. You know what I'm saying? What OneTakeBigDog say? We will not tolerate any slander for the first moment. Already. Well, it's okay, but the actor was beyond cringy. Hey. Hold on. Kana will betray them, and Jackson Johnny will be cast as a black guy. Hey, I'm here for it all. For it all.
I can see that.
But guys, are y'all ready to move on to topic number 2?
Let's do it. I could talk Mortal Kombat from now to the sun go down, but we on time constraints, so let's do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that brings on us to topic number 2, having to deal with the second show on Disney Plus and Marvel Studios, and that is more of the Falcon and Winter Soldier. And some people was telling the writer and producer that this stuff probably won't sell, and that's just kind of crazy. And I got the article right here from TV Line saying the Falcon and the Winter Soldiers, Malcolm Spellman is ready to deliver an undeniably black superhero story. And this is what the brother looks like. This is coming from TV Line. And it says, Malcolm Spellman is a name you'll see over and over in 2021. The multi-talented producer and writer is marking his Hollywood territory with a deluge of high-profile projects throughout this year. They include Hip Hop Uncovered, a 6-part docu-series that explores the untold story of how American streets influence hip-hop culture. Season 2 of the Apple TV show's crime drama Truth Be Told, but also Disney Plus's anticipated Captain America spin-off series, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, starring Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan, and set to premiere Friday, March 19th. Now, the reason why this is a big deal to me is if you go through and you read the article, it just goes to say how this is going to be like super black and going to be dealing with a lot of racial issues. And I have a first quote right here. It says, Spellman's packed calendar is stark contrast for the first decade and a half of his career, in which the Bay native struggled to find work amid rampant racial bias throughout the entertainment industry. For the first 15 years of my career, I couldn't mount consistent work, Spellman tells TV Line. Executives will say out loud, you can't have a black lead in this project because it won't sell overseas. Now, Lamont, I'm gonna come to you first. That's been said about black people in shows and movies, etc., for the longest, and we're seeing what Black Panther did. How do you feel about these comments and this brother taking over the Falcon and the Winter Soldier coming this March? And
we can use Black Panther as a template. It did gangbusters in America, and China didn't love it as much as they love some of the other things. However, Black Panther overall still is in Marvel's top 4 highest grossing movies. So whether or not it's going to sell overseas, I don't give a damn about that. You're trying to get the overall margin, the bottom line at the end of the day. And the bottom line for this is going to be good. And I say that because people were more anticipating Falcon and Winter Soldier than they were WandaVision. And right now, WandaVision is the most watched TV series on any platform. And if you still have that anticipation from Winter Soldier, and now you've got these people that are going to be beating the door down because of how good WandaVision was, everybody that was watching that is going to cross over and watch this. And I will bet you guys that we get more viewers for this show than what we got for WandaVision, just because of what these characters are going to be doing on screen. Some of the cameos they're going to be bringing in, which is heavy black people, War Machine's in it. They're bringing in, oh boy, I don't care what they say about that. When you have a conglomerate that is the size of Disney, when you have a conglomerate that missed a whole year for a pandemic, and the entire world is waiting to watch everything you put out, it is not going to be a problem selling this show. Keep on going forward, keep on doing what you do, and watch the numbers. And I think 50 Cent said it best. Let them haters hate, and you watch the money pile up.
Right on. Before I pass it to you, Larry, it says the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is due to launch in March, meaning that Spellman will soon embark on his largest scale outing yet. The adventure series follows the mismatched duo of Sam Wilson and Bucky Barnes as they navigate a post-Endgame world without Steve Rogers, Captain America. With Sam, who is black, contemplating taking up Cap's mantle, the series will delve into real issues surrounding identity, and race will be a key part of that story. At the bottom, it says, when you start to see the direct impact that a black superhero had on my nephew, that's branded on my brain, Spellman notes. I believe that Falcon and the Winter Soldier is a nice progression with the mantle that Black Panther director Ryan Coogler and Chadwick Boseman left us. I really do believe that these giant black icons are necessary, not only for black kids, but for white kids to start to absorb our people as being big and heroic. Larry, what you got, man? What you think about all this so far?
Yeah, man, I think that's been spread about for a long time, this idea that people overseas won't watch black leads. And I think that's just a farce. I think that it wasn't, I think for a long time, the movies that were put out were movies that were specific to the Black American audience. And so they may not play well overseas because they weren't really movies that were sort of reaching to a broad audience. They weren't open to a broad. They were designed for us. They were kind of like FUBU movies. They were for us, by us,
right?
And so they weren't going to have that broad of a reach. But I think when you start to put black leads into just mainstream movies, people are going to watch regardless of their race, whether they're black or white or Asian or Hispanic, whatever. They're going to watch. I think they'll watch this. Partly, I think they're going to watch this a lot. This one's probably going to get better numbers than WandaVision right out the gate, because I think in this show, they're going to be doing more of the traditional Marvel stuff. Like Lamont said, we're going to see them doing things on screen that people expect from Marvel. Whereas with WandaVision, it was sort of that silly, goofy sitcom for like the first couple episodes. Well, it's still like that, but it was very much not what people expected from Marvel in the first few episodes, and that threw a few people off, and the numbers were a little soft to begin with. But this one I think is going to come out right away.
Yeah, I agree.
And let's not forget that when they always talk about people won't watch black lead stuff, and I know that we're not talking about bootleg stuff, but Empire was like the #1 bootleg downloaded BitTorrent series in the world for like the first 2 seasons or something like that. So, and that's another one of his projects. So people were more than happy to watch black films and black movie series because they were surely bootlegging it and watching it. So
he did do Empire.
You just have to offer it to them. You just have to offer them good content. People don't care. Well, people do care about race, but they care first and foremost about great content.
Yep,
that is true. And the guys, again, everything that we're talking about, there's a link to the article down in the description box. But if you read it yourself, he goes on the show when he tried to pitch his idea to Marvel. He had a bad interview, a bad take. He said he had a migraine.
He had a migraine.
Yeah, he had a migraine, and the only reason it worked is because producer Nate Moore, who was the vice president, I believe, or helped out on the Black Panther, is a black guy or a mixed race guy or whatever. He knew what he wanted to do and helped him out. He said he heard what I wanted to do, that I wanted race to be a part of the story very prominently, and I think he knew it was right. Spellman says the Black Panther producer. So he's talking about Nate Moore right there. And I have another one right here. Our specific goal is now to start directly reaching out to young creative people that are not on the pathway to Hollywood, such as not attending college. Me and Nichelle, that's his wife, never ever imagined that we would get a chance to work in Hollywood. And so we really want to directly reach back and start to work with filmmakers who are in that same bubble where there's a ton of untapped genius that never gets access, Spellman explained. And so I mean, I like that he's trying to, kick down boundaries and, kick open doors and all that good stuff, for people that are just like him. He said, I think one of the most important things is that the faith I have that there are no limitations to the size of specifically black stories. They can be as big as anyone else's, he shares. We learned that with Empire. We learned it with Black Panther, and we're going to see that with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. There's just zero argument against that anymore. And I agree. I agree with them wholeheartedly, And
you know what's important about that, B. Avery, is that for a long, and it still is, I can say for a long time, it still is, where the writing rooms in Hollywood are basically just, it's just like a homecoming for Ivy League writers.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
you have all these people from Harvard and Princeton and Yale that are writers that go to Hollywood and they become screenwriters or they write on different series. And that's not something that you don't need that education to become a great writer. I mean, it helps with the connections, but you don't need it. And if you have the opportunity, I mean, what happens is often, I think with Black people is they have to create their own projects so that they can actually get in the room.
Exactly.
And
Right.
you know, and now if they're saying, look, we're going to go out there because we've seen it. We're from these communities. We know the amount of untapped talent that's out there. I think it's so very important that they're able to get that and bring people in. It's just like in the music industry, how for a long time, the only way to get in the music industry was if you went to college, made some connections, got in on the business side. Well, after a while, people were like, no, I don't have that. I'm never going to get that. So what I'm going to do is I know this young kid around the corner that can rap his butt off or can sing. I'm going to go ahead and finance him. And I'm going to do that, and I'm going to bypass all the other crap. I'm going to create the record company. And now we're going to start to see that in the movie and TV industry.
Right on.
One of the biggest movie franchises in the world in history was not only written by someone who didn't have a high school education, but he also starred in it. You know what I'm talking about? Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone.
Right.
He was working in a meat factory, chopping up slices of meat, had this story, skipped work one night because he had written this story for the great Rocky Balboa, wrote the story, got the act in, and then catapulted him into doing other productions. And to this day, Rocky's series is one of the highest grossing movie series in history. And that man ain't have a lick of high school diploma anywhere.
Right on.
And when you look at it, you have a lot of actors that come up as young actors. They come up either, because they're child actors, or maybe they get a role when they're in their 20s or something, and they start acting. And then a few years later, they start saying, oh, well, I want to write. You start to see some of these actors, like maybe watch a TV series and you'll see, oh, this was written by so-and-so. And you're like, wait a minute, when did this person start writing? Or you'll see it was directed by some former actor or current actor. And you'll see that these are people who are not traditionally trained. They didn't go to college to become a screenwriter. They didn't go and get a degree in literature or film production or whatever else. They just did OTGA, or OT, what do they call it? OJT, on the job training.
Training.
And so I think if people have I couldn't get it out, but I'm saying if people just are given the opportunities, they can learn the work, they can learn the craft. I mean, it's not like being a doctor where you need to go and get specialized training. You need someone to teach you how to do it, and then you need to have good ideas and a strong work ethic.
Right on. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, guys. And, for that article, it's there down in the description if you guys want to go check that out.
And can I just say, Malcolm Spellman looks like the happiest dude on the planet, man. When you see that photo of him, I can't see it because you have to scroll. That dude just looks like he has a good time.
He does. He does. Now, are you guys into horror at all?
A little bit.
What about you?
My answer already, man. You just.
Oh, yeah. Well, that brings us to topic number 3, and it has to do with Jordan Peele and his next horror film. And he's going to be doing that with Miss Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer. And I like her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's cool, nice 28-year-old. But I have the report right here from Collider. It says Jordan Peele taps Keke Palmer to star in his next horror movie. It says Jordan Peele's new horror movie has begun casting, and Hustlers actress Keke Palmer is set to play the film's female lead, Collider learned. It says Palmer is the first actor officially cast in the Untitled film, though numerous unconfirmed reports from the blogosphere have pegged J.C. Plemons and Get Out's Daniel Kaluuya as the 2 stars of the Untitled film. Sources say Kaluuya's deal is expected to close, but Plemons has a scheduling conflict that will preclude his participation. Now, before I go any further, I just want to ask you are you a fan of Jordan Peele? Did you like Get Out? Did you like Us? How do y'all feel about those?
A huge fan of Jordan Peele. I like the way I like what he's done for the industry, and he's modernized some of these stories. He's brought a diverse cast to these stories, And he's telling these stories from a lens of sometimes as a black person, you'd be like, we wouldn't do that. And he's mixed it up. I really like what he's doing. And I think that he can only do better. Not to mention, he's done the new TV series,
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone. He remastered the Twilight Zone, and that was pretty good. So I'm all about Jordan Peele, man. I'm glad he's got his opportunity to shine, and he shows you black excellence at its highest.
Right on. And Larry, how do you feel about Jordan, and also how you feel about Kiki?
Yeah, I like them both. I like Jordan Peele. I don't watch horror. I watched Get Out. I did not watch Us because I value my sleep. And and so yeah, I didn't watch that. I mean, it just depends on it. Like when I watch Get Out, I know that Get Out was sort of a horror movie, but I mean, I don't think Hollywood knew what to do with it. They called it a horror movie on one end. Now another time they were calling it a comedy. It was just, they didn't know what to do with that movie, but it was fantastic. Get Out, I didn't watch it because it just looked too doggone scary for me, man. I don't know.
Oh, bro, you're missing out.
I'm sure it's fantastic. I might watch it one day, but
you need.
Yeah, I don't know. This next one with Keke Palmer, it just depends on what the trailers look like. I might check it out. I do like Keke Palmer. It's gonna be hard for me to see I'll have to see how well she does in it, because when I think of her in a horror thing, I always think of Scream Queens, where it was just a straight up comedy.
That's real. Let me go ahead and read this right here. Right now, Palmer's casting is all that Collider has confirmed, and while the plot details remain under wraps, sources says she'll be playing the antagonist of the film. The actress has a history with Peele, having previously made a guest appearance in 2013's episode of acclaimed sketch series Key and Peele. As for yet untitled movie, Peele wrote the script and will produce alongside Ian Cooper under his Monkey Paw Productions banner, which has an exclusive 5-year deal with Universal. Sarah Scott and Tony Dorsett will oversee the project for the studio, which is slated to release Peele's latest horror event on July 22nd of 2022. Now, I mean, myself, I like Get Out. I thought it was very, very good. And it made a ton of money. It made a hell of a lot of money. The budget was, what was it, $4.5 million,
man,
and it made $255 million worldwide. That's freaking crazy.
Wow.
It was received well. Get Out, 98, 86%, and you can say the same thing for Us.
Yeah,
that audience is kind of where I was a little disappointed with Us. I was, to be honest with you, but it made money too.
It did.
71 million. No, that's not that's a $20 million budget. It's very cheap as far as Hollywood is concerned, and $205 million worldwide. But I mean, I'm not a horror guy either, kind of like you, Larry. But I did see both of these films, and I'm going to support the brother and sister.
He's never going to have trouble getting financing with budgets that low and returns like that. I mean, he's never going to have trouble getting financing.
There was a rumor, just a rumor. I don't know if there's any truth in it, that Marvel has been itching to talk to him about doing some work on the Blade series and their dark. If they go that route, the team that's going to consist of Morbius, Blade, and Ghost Rider. They're talking about tapping Jordan Peele.
I can see that.
I forgot. There's a name for that group of two in the comics. I forgot what they call.
I forgot what they call. So I can't think of it right now, but they do have a group.
I do. You're right about that. But I'm rooting for you, Miss Keke Palmer. And also, if you look on IMDb, it just says Untitled Jordan Peele Horror Event. But I mean, like I'm saying, man, it just seemed like each week it's just black people are winning more and more and more, and that's just gonna bring. I mean, we was Don Cheadle, Jordan Peele, Michael B. Jordan, Keke Palmer, the Blade Rider, Mahershala Ali, just black. Will Smith, Michael B. Jordan. Black people keep on winning, and just adding on to that, it's gonna bring us to our fourth topic of the day. And our brother Donald Glover is winning too, because it seems like he has a new deal with Amazon. Bring us to the fourth topic of the day. I'm a big fan of this brother right here. I really am. I like him in Atlanta. I like his music videos. I like everything about him. And I got the report right here from the Hollywood Reporter. And I'm gonna go ahead and combine topics 4 and 5. Okay.
Okay.
But Donald Glover sets rich Amazon overall deal exclusive. And like I said, this is coming from the Hollywood Reporter. Sources say Malia Obama has joined the writing staff for one of Glover's first projects at Amazon. The Atlanta Star is also said to be getting a content channel on Prime Video. Sources tell the Hollywood Reporter that the Atlanta multi-hyphenate has exited his pact with Disney on FX for a multiple year 8-figure not 7-figure, 8-figure overall deal with Amazon. The pact is believed to include a content channel of sorts that will spotlight Glover's work and other curated content on Amazon's Prime's Video Hub. Additionally, Stephen Glover, who wrote and produced Atlanta alongside his brother, has also signed an overall deal with Amazon. So the siblings are winning, not just him, the both brothers. Amazon declined to comment. And before I go ahead to the second part of this, Larry, I want to come to you first, man. How you feeling about this so far? And are you a fan of Donald Glover and his past work?
Yeah, man, I'm excited for him. I'm happy that he has these deals and they're going through, and I'm all about nepotism. So big ups to his brother too for putting in that work. You know, so yeah, man, I'm happy about it. You know, I think it's hopefully there's going to be some cool projects. This goes back to what I was just saying, people coming out of the Ivy Leagues and going straight to the writing rooms with Malia Obama going in there, you know?
Right.
But, you know, big ups to her. I hope that she's good at what she does, you know? I mean, we knew for the longest that she was interested in the entertainment industry because she did that internship with the Weinstein Group. You know, both her parents have deals with Netflix and have been producing content. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of expectations on her. So I hope she delivers. But I hope whatever Donald Glover puts out is fantastic because he seems to really do really great stuff. He seems like he's one of those people that is very intentional about his work. He doesn't just kind of throw stuff out there to feed the beast. He seems to really take his time with stuff. So,
did you see his Guava's Island movie that was on Amazon Prime?
I haven't watched that. That's the one with Rihanna?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't watched that. Is it good?
It is. And it's short too. Something like 25, 30 minutes. What about you, Lamont? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
But I do support Donald Glover. I like the moves he's making. I had always heard behind the scenes he's very business savvy. So you guys know I'm definitely following people who are business savvy with his investments, with the way he manages his time, the way he manages his roles. And I'm happy for the brother. I mean, I know he's business savvy to ink a 8-figure deal, ladies and gentlemen. That means 10 million or better.
Right.
That's what he's inked. And I'm happy that he's including good people around him. He's giving Malia Obama a chance. So, and I'm with Larry. Let's hope that what she has to present is good. But knowing that he's such a business-minded individual, I don't see him bringing her on just to say, I got the Obamas on my team. No. He's a businessman. So right. I'm happy for the brother. Let's just see him continue to put out good content and give other people an opportunity.
Let me go ahead and read this because, you know, he's on Atlanta too. So Glover's move to Amazon will not impact FX critical darling Atlanta. The award-winning comedy has already been renewed for seasons 3 and 4, and per sources will begin production in March. Both seasons will be filmed back-to-back in a bid to return to the comedy to the air as soon as possible. The series last aired in May 2018. The show's future beyond season 4 has not been determined, as Glover is said to have carved out to continue work on Atlanta, should that be something he wants to come back to. So just all you Atlanta fans out there, I just want to let you know that, you know, that's still in development. That's not going anywhere. But the second part...
That part right there you just mentioned, behavior, it says, I mean, that says a lot about, one, how important he is, and two, just how much competition there is out there for really good talent from all these different content creators or providers like Amazon and Netflix and everyone. Because in the past, a lot of these companies would not give you a carve out. They would say, "Nah, you're done. You know, you're with us now, and that's it." But for them to say, "We want you enough that we're going to give you a carve out so you can actually go back over there and keep on making Atlanta," we're good with that. We don't want to wait another year or two for you to finish up with your Atlanta stuff, we'll go ahead and just give you a carve out and take you right now. I mean, that's pretty fantastic.
It, like I said, it just says how much of a businessman he is. I follow the brother for what he does behind the scenes, and that just continues to highlight he knows how to do his deals.
Right on. And before we move on, guys, I got 86 people watch, 88. Thank you so much. Everybody, please hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up button. But that brings us to the second part of this right here. I don't know if you guys are a fan of Phoebe Waller Bridge.
I am. I love Fleabag. That chick is funny as hell. She's British, and Larry. If you haven't watched her, she is a young female equivalent of Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
All right, that's a big statement, man. I'm about to check her out.
You got to check her out.
I got the report right here from Variety. Part of the Amazon deal is Donald Glover is teaming up with Phoebe Waller Bridge for a new Mr. and Mrs. Smith series for new Regency Amazon. So that's pretty dope right there. And they made this announcement on their Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and just play this real quick.
Okay.
Y'all can't hear that, can you?
No, not yet.
Okay, that's because well, hold on, this may not work.
You have to share the audio.
Yeah, you do. I do. Well, it wasn't that impressive anyway. All it was, they just did that on. They put that on their Instagram. Said it's coming next year in 2022. But I have that right here. Donald Glover and Phoebe Waller Bridge will be putting a new spin on Mr. and Mrs. Smith for new Regency and Amazon Prime Video from the 2005 film. And how did y'all feel about Mr. and Mrs. Smith? In 2005.
I liked it, the one with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
it was good. It was funny.
It was okay.
Yeah,
I give it okay.
Yeah, it was just okay to me. Mm-hmm. I agree with this right here too. If you look at Rotten Tomatoes, it barely passed. It got a 60% fresh, and it was audience gave it 58 right there. However, it did make money.
Yeah.
110 and 487 worldwide. So that's at least that's more than 3 times the budget. So it makes sense to make another one.
Right.
But I have this quote right here. Talk about the dream team. Donald and Phoebe are 2 of the most talented creators and performers in the world. It's truly a dream for us, as it will be for our global audience, to have these 2 forces of nature collaborating as a powerhouse creative team. Sake said in a statement, Mr. and Mrs. Smith is an iconic property, and we can't wait to see how Donald and Phoebe and Francesca make it their own. We're thrilled to be working with them and with such great partners at New Regency. And so, I'm here for this. This right here just kind of goes on about Donald Glover, about Guava Island and just other stuff that he's done. And so I'm here for it. I'm a big fan of Donald Glover. I really liked Atlanta. Mm-hmm. I can't wait for it to come back. And so anyway, y'all like Atlanta in the chat? And so yeah, we'll see how this plays out right here. But I'm pretty happy with this, and I'm glad this brother does have a 8-figure deal.
Yeah. Now, for those that don't know about Phoebe Waller, like I said, she is British comedian, producer, and actor. She is real big into diversity. She believes in diversity greater than those damn fools that went to try to overthrow the government of these United States. She has been into diversity, including having inclusive things in her shows for years. I would encourage you guys to take a look at this chick. She's funny as hell, and she does a lot of sexually charged things, but the spin she puts on it is funny. It's not like what's the other thick girl that her whole joke line is talking about her vagina? I can't think of her name from Canada. Amy Schumer, yeah. It's not that vulgar. It's light funny, but when she needs to go in depth about a joke, she knows how to do it. And like I said, she's a big fan of diversity. So I see this as being a marriage made on TV heaven when these 2 get together for this movie, and I will be seeing it day 1.
Already. Well, sure. You got me excited right there, my brother. Well, let me go ahead and move on to topic number, what was this? Number 6. Yeah. Topic number 6 right here, and it has to do with our boy Spike Lee. He's done everything Well, he directed a Marvel movie, and this brother said DC Comics are corny. What's going on, man? He trying to start some fights or whatever. But I got the report. I got the report right here from Entertainment Weekly. Spike Lee on his Oscar win, Chadwick Boseman, and if there's a comic book movie in his future. And like I said, this is coming from Entertainment Weekly. If his 41-year career had ended after 1992 epic Malcolm X, Spike Lee will nevertheless be hailed as an indispensable chance agent in Hollywood, not to mention a rebel-rousing truth teller. And so I have this quote right here. I thought was funny that they go on to ask him about Chadwick Boseman and his career, but this is about the Marvel comic book right here. So you've done biopics, romance, heist films. Will we ever see Lee direct a superhero film? Some of your directing brethren have dismissed Marvel movies as not legit filmmaking. Spike Lee says, I have nothing against Marvel. I grew up reading Spider-Man comic books. To me, DC Comics was just corny. Oh, are you trying to get the Marvel and DC fans at each other's throats? Says, ha, 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 ha. I'm just saying, I was all about Marvel if the right opportunity comes across. I'm not campaigning for it, but I will give it consideration. Lamont, I'm gonna come to you first, man. How would you feel about Spike Lee directing a Marvel movie? Right now, what's going on?
Does he have to be the head director? Can he be a part? Can he be like number 2 on the directing tree?
Oh man, why is that? Why is that?
Look. It's hard for me to be critical, but I'm honest about this thing. And Spike Lee is a trailblazer. He's a pioneer. He has helped create opportunities for Black people that we would not have had thanks to him. And he's also told our stories in a way where he kept it real about the injustice African Americans went through. Yeah. But some of his last couple of movies, he's starting to seem like he's a little long in the tooth.
Oh, no. Long in the tooth.
His creativity in trying to execute Black perspectives in movies seems like it's taken forever in these last couple of movies I've seen him do. And so I don't know if I want to see him in Marvel as the lead director. Maybe an assistant director, maybe he's helping. But I do understand ultimately Kevin Feige's not going to approve anything he doesn't think fits the bill.
So you don't like the Five Bloods or Black Klansman?
I thought it was okay. I did like Black Klansman. I will say that. Five Bloods, I was just okay on that one. Okay. I didn't feel like that was his greatest work, to be honest with you. Okay. And that's my last image of Spike, the Five Bloods.
I got you.
So
well, that's cool. That's cool. Larry, where you at on this, man? How would you feel with a brother Spike Lee directing a Marvel movie?
No.
Oh wow!
No,
you don't even want him there as part-time?
No,
nope.
Wow!
I think he's. I think I just no. I don't want to see it. I think he's a different type of director. Just like I don't want to see Martin Scorsese direct a Marvel movie either. No,
I got you, man.
There's just certain types of directors that I don't think are suited for those types of movies. Like I wouldn't mind seeing Michael Bay do a Marvel movie,
right?
Everywhere. If Spike Lee does it, I want to see him work with. I want to see him work with someone else. That's what I want to see him do. I want to see him work with maybe Ryan Coogler. I want to see him team up with someone if he did Marvel.
So how about he team up with Ryan Coogler with the Black Panther series?
Then I'm down for it.
The Black Panther Disney Plus shows.
No.
I'm down for that. I ain't like Larry.
I'm down for that.
I'm down for
that. Near Black Panther. No.
What if he come out? Hold on. What if he comes out tomorrow? Spike Lee, new Black Panther Killmonger series.
Oh God.
You wouldn't be down with that if he was bringing Killmonger back, Larry?
Yes, he'd watch it. He gonna be the first. He's the only person I know that has a Killmonger sweater.
Larry, would you do it? Would you want to do
it? I'm thinking on the Killmonger joint because that could work for Spike Lee because if they did it with a very pro-Black, type thing where he's out there basically trying to, it could work. But maybe if they created a directing team with him and like Antoine Fuqua or something,
right?
That would be dope.
That's what I'm saying. So now you done crossed over with me. I'm saying I want to see Spike Lee do it with someone else. I want to see him team up.
I want to see what they're saying in the chat. Marvel's making their money though, so I will go for the cash as well. Bro, Spike will knock it out the park if tackle a Marvel film. Okay. Cordell, stop the disrespect. Okay. Black Panther's done without your child. I don't ever want to see it upcoming. Okay. All right. Well, I mean,
you know
to be
who I
honest,
wouldn't mind seeing getting a Marvel movie.
What was that?
Is Mario Van Peebles.
Yeah, he did the Panther film in '95. Yeah, yeah. Well, didn't he do
people forget that the dude can direct. He's often overlooked, but dude can direct.
Yes.
Didn't he do a Universal Soldier too?
Yeah, he did. And he acted in it. Yeah. And he wrote, directed, and executive produced a great TV series that y'all haven't watched it called Damages with Glenn Close and Rose Byrne. A damn good TV show. It ended too soon. Ended at like season 5. But he executively produced it. He wrote it. He did all the work on Damages. And Damages is a great show. So I'm all about Mario Van Peebles.
Yep. Yeah,
he did. Legit.
Yeah, he is. As far as I'm concerned, man, with Spider doing a Marvel film, I mean, like, I am not rooting for it. I don't want it to happen. But if it did happen, I wouldn't complain. But I'm not over here just wanting it to happen. So that's how I feel about it right there. And so, but guys, let's go ahead and move on to topic number 7 so I can get you kids to bed. And it has to do with more.
Adam said the Hudlin brothers would be a nice direct for MCU or DC film. That might not be bad either.
Who was that?
The Hudlin brothers. That's what Cordell Adams in the comment section was saying. That's not a bad call right there.
Hey, well, let's do it. But let's go ahead and move on to topic number 7, having to do with horror again, and that is for Paranormal Activity. After 72 sequels, they've decided to reboot the franchise. No, they got about 7, 8 of them hoes. But I got the report right. What you laughing at, bro?
My man said they got 72
For real, we're gonna talk about it too.
Aren't half the movies filmed on their cell phones?
For real, we're gonna talk about it. From the Hollywood Reporter. Paranormal Activity reboot in the works from Will Eubank and Christopher Landon exclusive. Jason Blum, and I like Blumhouse, to be honest with you. Jason Blum and franchise creator.
Before you ask, the answer is no.
Jason Blum and franchise creator Owen Pelly are back are producers. Filmmaker William Eubank and Happy Death Days Christopher Landon are teaming up for a new reinvention of the supernatural or horror franchise Paranormal Activity. Guys, yeah, this right here is short and sweet.
No,
Larry. Wait. Blah blah blah. What do you think about Activity reboot? No, Lamont, I'm coming to you, man. What do you want to see? Do you want to see a Paranormal Activity?
There we go, right there.
You done got super chat.
Oh, hold on. Oh my God, where's it at?
What a money reside.
Give it to him.
What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside.
Thank you so much, MBB.artist, for the super chat of $20, man. Thank you.
Money reside.
Yes,
that Money Reside video was so moist.
Yes, it is. But no, thank you so much for supporting the channel on that level. All of you that have given the super chat, all of you in the chat, I really do appreciate it. And hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much, sir. I really do appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But Lamont, where you at, man, on this? You want to see Paranormal Activity sequel, my brother?
The first thought in my
reboot.
No, that's the first thought, but I'm not going to say that, because if they can go back and give us some different cinematography, give a little bit different perspective to the overall narrative of these paranormal activities, I think you could have a good movie. The first two was intriguing because the whole recording basically looking like you in a damn camera the whole time. That was different. It was different. It was cute. But then every single movie after that, So I'm all for them doing a reboot if they're going to get out of that single-use lens and give us different camera angles. I think it could be good. I think they do have something. And I'm like Latrice in the comments. Blumhouse can be hit or miss. I'm with her on that.
That is so true.
But I do think that, you know, even though we don't want to see, you know, the continuation of the same thing, these movies have continued to make money. So I think that if they did another one and they made some things better with the script, with the camera lenses and the cinematography, I think it would make more money and it could get more of an audience. So I'm all for rebooting. I don't want to see episode 73 of this movie.
Bro, for real. Look at this shit. So in 2007, you had the first one, Paranormal Activity 2, 3, 4 in 2012. Part 5 was in 2014, and then part 6 was in 2015. Right. And I'm not mad at them, bro. Look how much this first one costs. I know you know, but I just want to know. Oh hell, I hit the button too many times.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh.
Look at this.
And well, you know why it costs 15 G's? It cost 15 G's because they shot the film with somebody's iPhone.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, made a killing.
That's crazy.
Made a killing.
You got another super chat, my brother.
Oh, hold on. Where we at?
Oh, man. Hell no. Oh, no.
What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside.
Thank you so much, Cat Hall on $4.99. No paranormal activity. No. I ain't mad at you. You know, but Larry, I got one for you. You know what I would rather see than this right here? I would rather see that Moss sequel that we talked about.
Oh yeah,
last time. I would rather see that.
Mm-hmm. I haven't watched that because I'm not a big horror fan. But I'll tell you, there is one series. I guess it's sort of horror. It's sort of horror slash. I don't know. I guess it's just horror, really. But is the what's that one where they go out and kill each other on one night every night?
Purge.
The Purge. Yeah, I like the Purge series. That one's pretty good. I wouldn't mind seeing another Purge.
Well, they got a TV series.
Yeah, they do. That is coming, a TV series.
Yep.
But this was received horrible. All these movies sucked ass.
Yeah, man. But they made money. That's the problem.
Yeah, they made a hell of a lot of money, man.
Look at that. That's like Blair Witch Project budget right there in returns.
Yeah. Even this last one, I mean, it was 10 million, but it still made 78. They're still making bread. So I can't get mad at them for that right there. But guys, let's go ahead and move on to topic number 8. Topic number 8. And again, y'all, I mean, it's just more black people winning. And I'm happy. I want my black people to win. But yeah, that brings us to topic number 8.
What do you want our black people to do?
Hold on, I want them to win. But to all my people, in the chat, do y'all know who Shirley Chisholm is? If you don't,
go read up on her.
Yeah, Shirley Chisholm. She was born in November 3rd, 1924 to January 1st of 2005, was an American politician, educator, and author. In 1968, she became the first black woman elected to the United States Congress, representing New York's 12th congressional district for 7 terms from 1969 to 1983. In the 1972 United States presidential election, she became the first African-American candidate for a major party's nomination for president of the United States and the first woman to run for the Democratic Party's presidential nomination. So why am I bringing this up randomly in the movie news show, talking about Shirley Chisholm? We're talking about movies and Mortal Kombat and Paranormal Activity. Why am I bringing it up?
I know why you're bringing it up.
Why am I bringing it up, sir?
Well, first of all, when you talk about a black woman,
we got that fine Regina King talk about she want to do something with the story.
Oh yes, she wants to do something. This woman is on fire, and she is fine as hell too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I got the report right here from Collider, saying Regina King to star in new Shirley Chisholm biopic directed by 12 years a slave scribe John Ridley. And it goes to say Regina King is on a serious hot streak, professionally speaking right now. The One Night in Miami director and Watchmen star has been set as the lead on the new biopic about Shirley Chisholm. King is the most recent actor to sign on to a project where Chisholm, America's first black congresswoman who ran for Democratic presidential nomination in 1972, is a leading character. Previously, Uzo Aduba, sorry if I butchered that, portrayed Chisholm in the FX limited series Mrs. America. Then in late 2020, it was announced Daniel Guerrero will portray Chisholm in a non-biopic look at her presidential campaign. Larry, I'm coming to you first, sir. How do you feel about Regina King taking on this biopic for Miss Shirley Chisholm?
Yeah, I think this is great. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm glad that she's doing it. I feel like there's been a couple of attempts at it recently, and they just haven't really got it right. And I think someone like John Ridley and Regina King will get this right. Yeah. I think they will get it. I think they will finally get her story right, because she's fantastic. I mean, if you haven't watched, there's a documentary about her. I think it's Shirley Chisholm Unbossed, and what was it? Unsomething and Unbossed, I think it's on Netflix or PBS or some. Fantastic. I mean, you want to talk about Paranormal Activity? You're talking about a black woman running for president in the 70s. Yeah, you know. Mm-hmm. And she was a legit candidate. She wasn't one of these, Jesse Jackson types that had no real support behind them. She was a legit candidate, and so I think it's fantastic. I'm looking forward to the story. I'm glad that I'm really glad that Regina King is getting this role. I'm happy that it's going. And it's going to sound biased. I don't care. I'm glad that it's going to an American black actor.
Oh yeah, yeah. And some people don't. You're right, but because Shirley Chisholm, she was born in America, but she has immigrant parents, and so it was when what was her name, the Uzo lady, I think, who's Ugandan or Ghanaian. What is her name? I want to try to put some respect on her name. Uzo Aduba. There was a lot of talk about that too. But before I give it to you, Lamont, I just want to read this real quick. Shirley Chisholm's fearless determination has been an inspiration to so many of us, and within this film, we hope to inspire many generations to come. To collaborate once again with my friend and mentor, John Riley, and the team at Participant makes this decade-long journey even sweeter. Really added to King's comments stating, Regina's passion for bringing a complete and very human portrait of Shirley to life has been evident since literally the day we first met. I'm very thankful to both Regina and Raina trusting me to partner in telling the story of this truly remarkable individual. Participant CEO David Lind offered up a warm statement about Shirley too. Shirley Chisholm's life as a politician and her groundbreaking career in Washington is a critical part of American history that is far too often overlooked. We are thrilled to partner with John, Regina, Raina, and tremendously talented creative team to share the story of this remarkable woman with audiences everywhere. Lamont, coming to you, how do you feel about Regina taking on this role? How do you feel about Shirley Chisholm? Floor is yours, sir.
Before he takes that, can I just say shout out to nepotism here as well?
Yeah, shout out to nepotism. Big up.
Yes. I mean, in all seriousness, white people have been doing nepotism for a long time. When you look at all the Hollywood families that are out there, like the Baldwins and the Sheens and all the rest of them, I'm happy to see black folks bringing their brothers and sisters up with them.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Sorry, Lamont, didn't mean to jump a step on you there.
Go ahead, Lamont.
This is an Oscar waiting to happen.
Yes.
Regina's family has ties to Shirley. Shirley was a poster in her home. A lot of people don't know Regina King behind the scenes is huge into women's rights. She's huge in the African Americans' rights. She's huge into the women's movement. And this was a hero for her, an icon. Her family met her. And for her to be able to portray someone she looked up to as a hero, she's going to knock this mess out the park. I see an Oscar, at the very least a nomination, if not another one for Regina King coming from this role. And Regina King has never strayed away from playing roles where she has to show what African Americans have gone through. And I don't know how much some people know in depthly about what Shirley had to deal with, but we had a racist ass senator from my state who, anytime we wanted anything dealing with black people, from Martin Luther King Day to Black History Day, this racist ass senator from North Carolina would get into it with all the minorities, spit on them, talk junk. Mm-hmm. Shirley slapped him when he attempted to spit on her. And I surely hope that Regina King has that in this show, because when she done that, a black woman slapping a white senator was almost like, you don't do that, you're going to jail. And guess what happened to Shirley? Nothing. That slap made people galvanize behind her. And I'm just about sure that they're going to put that scene where Shirley slaps the taste out of Jesse Helms' white trash mouth from North Carolina when they have the scene. So, Regina King, we trust you. We trust Ridley. We trust the production. We know you're going to nail it. Go nail it and bring that Oscar on back home. That's all I got to say.
I agree with all of that, man. I just got to say she looks gorgeous right here to me.
Oh my Lord, you done went and got European money. Kato,
you know.
Oh my Lord. This dude is on fire over here.
Oh wow.
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 Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Okay, I'll tell you.
Hey, thank you so much. Kim Lee, Black people winning. Yes, thank you. Sending love from London.
London X.
Thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate it.
Be sure, Kim Lee, to follow this brother on Instagram so we can chat with you and let you know what we up to.
Yes.
And the only thing we got left now is for be able to start taking Bitcoin.
You know what I'm saying?
You know? Hey. There you go.
Right. So thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. And again, guys, if you're in the chat right now,
what is that? Euros or pounds? £3.99. What is that? Like $100?
I don't know. I am not sure. I am not sure.
The currency's so damn strong over there.
Right on. Well, guys, we making good time. Let me go ahead and move on to topic number 9. We got so many topics today, and it is a show that we love talking about. Lately, we've been talking about it on Lamont's channel on Friday nights, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and that is WandaVision. And right now, for the 9th topic, it says WandaVision is the #1 show worldwide right now, and it deserves it because the show is just so darn good. And I got the report right here from Forbes. Disney Plus's WandaVision cast into the top viewing spot worldwide. Disney looks clearly to have its second successful original on its hands with Marvel's WandaVision. The miniseries based on Marvel comic character has been a huge surge in viewership, even rising to the status of #1 series worldwide. That's according to Patriot Analytics, the audience attention measurement system that captures an audience behavior data set by sifting through social media, fan ratings, and piracy data to represent audience demand. The calculation shows that the sitcom-style show has become the world's most in-demand TV show across all platforms less than 4 weeks after its January 15th debut. And in stroke of good timing for formidable viewership comes just prior to Disney's upcoming earnings call. And I mean, this is a super dope right here. Of course, Lamont, I'm passing it to you, man. How you feeling about this so far, man? With Disney's WandaVision being #1 across all platforms so far.
I mean, I foretold this last year when I told people to buy that Disney stock, B. Avery, when Disney told us shareholders, and mind you, I have 100 some odd shares in Disney, so they give me phone calls when they want to make adjustments. They said to the shareholders, look, we're going to make you guys more money by beefing up our streaming services. Right now, the #1 thing that brings in money to Disney is clothes, which is their Disney vacation studios. They're closed. So we've got to beef up this streaming, and we want to compete with Netflix. I said on my channel back then that I think they will surpass Netflix in 2 years, and I had some people on that channel laughing at me. And people's like, well, how do you think they're going to do that? I've said because they have Marvel. The highest grossing movies in the last decade have all been Marvel. And if you can get a piece of that magic and put it on a streaming service, they're going to make big money. They're going to draw a lot of people. And WandaVision in the beginning was not the most anticipated story that they was telling on their service.
Right.
And now it has reached #1. So kudos to them. There was people in the beginning, and I'm just going to have to put this out there, some black people that was like, oh, it's trash. I watch it, it's trash. I don't get it, it's trash. Now you can't beat them. Back then they didn't want me. Now it's hot, they all on you.
Right on.
More kudos.
Now, before I pass it to you, Larry, if you're in the chat, if you go on to reading this article, it talks about how different things are released, like with streaming services. Like, okay, you have Netflix, and what is the show? The karate show, Cobra Kai. How that when they release all that at one time and it's a binge, it's good for that weekend. You know, it's a big spike, you know, but it fizzles out, you know.
Yep.
But if you release it week to week, you know, it builds up over time. And WandaVision didn't become number one until about the 4th or 5th episode. But I have this quote right here. When we see a binge release series like we do on Netflix, we're seeing demand skyrocket at first for like a week, explained Wade Pace and Denny, insights analyst, Paris Analytics. Pace and Denny noted shows like The Crown, The Queen's Gambit, and Cobra Kai as examples. They really pop up at first, but quickly trail off. It's a quick hit for these streamers. Whereas with the week release, we see popularity gradually build over time, especially for a show like The Mandalorian and WandaVision. Larry, what do you think about that so far? And do you prefer everything to be released at one time, or do you prefer being released week to week to build up momentum?
Well, I'll tell you, as a reviewer, as someone who gets on here and talks about movies and TVs, I prefer it week to week because it makes it easier to actually watch an episode, break it down, and it keeps bringing people back in. Right. Whereas as a consumer, sometimes I want to watch everything. I just want to go get it and watch it and be like, oh, that was awesome. But you know, there's something to be said about watching stuff week to week. And I get what they're saying as far as Netflix has the whole sort of whole sort of binge culture thing with it. And I think that pre-pandemic, I think the binge thing often worked well because some people didn't always have time to sit down and watch a show every single week. But sometimes people had a Saturday off and they were like, I'm just going to sit down and binge the whole of The Crown this weekend. And they watch it and then they go about their life and they talk about it with friends at work on Monday. And the people say, oh, I have to go check that out. And so other people binge it. But I think now when people are at home and they have more time, I think the whole week to week thing just continues to bring people in. It allows people to have conversations about it. And then people who may not have watched it before are continually hearing WandaVision pop up, WandaVision. They're like, what is this WandaVision? I need to go check it out. And then it brings more people in. So, I mean, personally, I think that the week to week thing is probably better for the shows, but sometimes I like to binge.
I got you. Me personally, I prefer the week to week. You know, it's easier to review in my opinion, and also it just makes more business sense in my opinion, especially if you're going for subscribers. Someone won't just get a free trial and then cancel. You know, if it's week to week and it's spread over 6 to 8 to 12 episodes, I mean, that's just more money on the long end. And like you said, or both of you said, it just builds momentum. You know, like, oh, what is this WandaVision I keep hearing about? So it just makes perfect sense to me to do this. The week thing. But I mean, Netflix is doing the whole binge thing, so apparently it's working out for them. But I personally prefer week to week. Lamont, would you want to say something else?
But you know, Netflix has that whole part of Netflix's business model is on quantity, and they have so much quantity that they can afford to do the whole binge thing because they'll binge. You know, they may binge the Queen's Gambit this week, and everybody's, that was awesome. What are they gonna do next? Well, next week, then they drop Bridgerton, and people, that was awesome. What are they gonna do next? Then they go ahead and drop the Crown, and they have so much content that they can afford to do a binge. That they can afford to drop it out there and let people binge because the next week they're gonna have something else.
Right on.
I think that, you know, allowing people to have space in between these shows has been the biggest thing that has helped catapult this to number one. Because if you would have left it up to, they would have just dropped every episode the first week, they probably wouldn't have a point where they would have been the number one most watched show because so many people was trashing the first 3 episodes. And so this one, once they got around to episode number 4 and people start having a chance to watch us break down theories, break down what's going on that they didn't understand what was going on that made it good for us, then they start saying, oh, and not only that, B. Avery, but then you have people that because they have nothing else left to watch, they do like we did. They will go back and watch the latest episode 2 or 3 more times, which adds to those binge numbers, which adds to those bulk numbers of being streamed over and over again. So I'm with you guys, man. We need shows like this that go week to week.
Right on. Well, let me go ahead and move on to the next topic. I'm combining them because it has to do with the same person. So I'm combining topics 10 and 11. Okay. So moving on to topic number 10, it seems like they just don't want this franchise to die. They just really wanted to succeed. And that is King Arthur. Zack Snyder, the man who has done, what has this man done? Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Justice League Snyder Cut. What other stuff has Zack Snyder done? The female samurai movie. He did an owl movie, Watchmen. You know, he's up to now try to ham a King Arthur movie. And I got the report right here from CBR.com. Zack Snyder developing faithful retelling of King Arthur's legend. Director Zack Snyder confirmed he is working on a faithful retelling of King Arthur legend and hopes to make it at some point in the future. What does he say right here? Where's the quote? I'm working on something, but we'll see, Snyder said in an interview with Minute Men. I've been thinking about some kind of retelling, like a real sort of faithful retelling of the Arthurian mythological concept. We'll see. Maybe that will come at some point. Now, just real quick, y'all, I just have to show y'all this. Did y'all see this movie right here? Let me share my screen. This King Arthur right here. Did y'all see this one? That came out in 2004.
No. With Colin Farrell?
Yeah, no, Clive Owen. Was Colin Farrell on this? I know Clive Owen was. I mean, I
didn't see it. But talk about something they done made like 72 versions of.
Exactly.
I probably saw it.
I actually like that one. And then you have this one right here.
Hell no.
Jamie Foxx. Yeah, this one did horrible too. This came out a few years ago.
Hell no.
With Jamie Foxx. This one did not make no money either. The first one. I like this one in 2004.
I thought. Is this the one with the dude from the biker gang thing?
Yeah, from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, he wasn't in the 2004 version. He was in the
he was in the 2019 one.
Yeah.
He was in this one right here.
Yeah. No, hell no.
17. Sorry.
No.
So these ain't making no money, man. Like a ton. This is horrible. So I'm just thinking, like, why do they keep it's not neither one of them made money. No, they sucked ass at nobody I like this one right here. But anyway, I just want to ask y'all, man, are y'all looking for Larry, I'm gonna come to you first. How you feel about this? Do you want to see another King Arthur attempt?
I do. Okay. I think that I want to see them do this right. I think the King Arthur story has a lot of potential if you can get it right. I think the problem is that no one has done King Arthur's story right. Like every show that I've watched, or every movie or show that I've watched that evolves around the King Arthur story, it's all the ones that have gotten it right that I've really liked, that are good, have always either focused on Merlin or on Guinevere. Mm-hmm. And no one has done King Arthur right yet. And so part of me, or Lancelot. And so, but they just haven't really gotten King Arthur right. And so it could be maybe that King Arthur is not the most compelling character, or it could just be that someone needs to really get him right, But I think that if you focus on, because people love Merlin, they love the sort of the love triangle between Arthur and Guinevere and Lancelot, all of that. So I think if they tie all that in, they can have a good movie.
Okay, Lamont, what you got, man? You looking forward to this?
I'm with Larry if you do it right, because this is a timeless story. The story has a name. There are a lot of people worldwide who are into Dungeons, Dragons, and magic, hence Game of Thrones. And I think that they're trying to look at Game of Thrones, and it's basically kind of in the same era. And they're trying to figure out, okay, if Game of Thrones was that popular, what the hell is going on that we can't get this story about a magical sword, a magician, a woman from the ages with an iconic name, and a king? Why we can't get this right?
Right.
It has a following. It has a worldwide following. But the problem is we don't get a good story. And if they do the story right, make it compelling, you could redo this story over and over. You could make a spinoff from this story. which they have tried and it failed. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of with Larry because they make you read it in school. I had to read it in high school. I mean, it's not going anywhere. So if it's not going to go anywhere, we need to get it right. So maybe this will do it some justice. I'm hoping.
I got you. Me personally, I don't really care. I mean, one of you made a good point.
Different.
Yeah, one of you made a point saying that, okay, if Game of Thrones is this popular because it's in that vein, then why can't we get this right? And so that actually got me interested. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because if they can do it right like that, then, you know, but I just don't care. It doesn't make business sense to me to keep making it trying because nobody likes it, and it's made no money. But, you know, I don't know. We'll have to see. But it's nothing that I'm just like, you know, salivating in the mouth for. But
if they were to hire some of the writers from Game of Thrones and use the complete source material for the story, and then you spin in what you can with help from those writers, this would be a good movie.
Yeah.
I think part of the problem is you have every attempt I've seen at King Arthur, it seems like they try and stick too close to the actual King Arthur story. And instead of just doing what Hollywood people do and saying this is not the exact story, this is inspired by, and then do your thing. Go let your imagination go wild and just do whatever you want to do with it. You know? I mean, you don't have to stick straight to the book or something with this one because for whatever reason it doesn't seem like it works.
Well, you know, and this is Zack Snyder. I think y'all are a fan of this guy. And since we're on the topic of Zack Snyder, his wife, Deborah, going over to the Justice League, which me and Larry, we talked about a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing this Snyder cut, which an additional 2 hours of movie. And it says they only shot one new scene.
Yeah.
That really surprised me. That's coming from the playlist. However, it includes 2,650 new visual effects. You know,
I told y'all last week. I told y'all the best we got was that trailer. That's the only what we saw of Darkseid in that trailer is all we're gonna see of him. I knew it, and this just confirmed it for me.
Yeah, she says people kept thinking, oh, they went and shot so much more stuff, and I go, we literally shot one scene, like one additional scene. I shot 3 days here, and that's it. That's what we captured. It was weird because Ezra is shooting Fantastic Beasts, and he was in the scene explaining Snyder. So we shot him remotely. Zach zoomed, and because he was on Fantastic Beasts, luckily their crew was amazing there. It was like, we'll help you. So we got a green screen, and they had a camera feed and a zoom, and they got Ezra via Zoom, and we put him in. I mean, man, they shooting movies through Zoom.
Wasn't that fantastic when you read that? What? I mean, isn't that just a wonderful bit of cooperation between production companies?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's the same company, but different, maybe production teams.
Because different projects. I mean, it was amazing to think that they had him do that. And he was able to direct them over Zoom. I mean, maybe it's just complete filmmaker geek stuff, but to me, I thought that is just incredible. Not only the technical side of it, but from the actor's perspective, to be able to pull himself out of character that he's been filming with Fantastic Beasts, the Fantastic Beasts, and go right back into the whole DC Universe mode. That really takes a lot of talent.
You know, I didn't even think about that, Larry. Good point. Good point. I like that. I didn't think about that at all. Good observation. I'm actually excited now too. You know, that's what, man. I gotta take a break. That's good job, sir. Good job. That's what's up. I'm glad when you show up. I'm glad when you show up. But I'm surprised by this though. One of the point that Larry made, and two, I just assumed, because at first there was like $20-30 million additional for photography, but then it raised up to $70 million. So I'm like, okay, they shot a few new scenes, but apparently just one new one. So that's news to me. I'm surprised by that.
Yeah.
But here's what they didn't say. They didn't talk about how many scenes were on the cutting room floor that they picked up. Like when they said they only shot one new scene, doesn't mean we're not going to get more new scenes. It just could be that they've said, okay, well, they wanted the movie to be under 2 hours, and so we know that they cut a lot of scenes out of the original version, and so that it just simply means they could have just simply gone in and said, there's whole scenes here that are not being used. Pick them up and put them in, you know. And so we may see it. I mean, I don't think we're just going to see a bunch of extended stuff. I think we're going to see some new scenes. They just didn't need to shoot them because they were already shot.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and move on to topic number. I think this is 11 because I done combined topics. And I know in the notes I sent y'all, I was like, I'm dead ass serious because I didn't know how I was going to receive this. But I'm happy as hell. We are getting a part 3 to Paddington, baby. Paddington Bear. Yes. I am man, where is it? I don't even got did I close the link out? Hold on, let me try to pull it back up real quick. But I'm happy about this, guys. Have y'all seen Paddington before?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course.
I'm thinking you was gonna be like, hell no, I ain't seen this before.
Wow, no, I've seen Paddington. I'm cool with it.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and pull up this report real quick. I'm reading this from Collider. Paddington 3 is officially happening, and suddenly life is very good again. I don't think Collider is the one that really came up with this. I thought it was somebody else, and I like giving the people credit.
Right.
Where credit is due. Hold on, y'all. My fault. I could have sworn it was. Y'all see any other names in here?
It's okay. You can move on.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm happy about this, man. Larry, have you seen Paddington?
I feel like I've watched a few moments of the first one, but yeah, no, I haven't watched. I'm not a Paddington person.
Bro, it is good, man.
It's very good.
I'm telling you, Lamont, I'm surprised to hear you say that, man. I'm thinking y'all gonna be like, hell no, skip it. But it's Larry, it's really good, man. I think you should definitely check it out. It's just fun. And given your personality, you know, I think you would really enjoy it. But I am thrilled. Like, I was delighted in the theater when I was watching this movie.
You went to the movies to see this?
Oh yeah, the first
I did too.
The first one got a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the second one got 100%.
Now be Avery, tell the truth. Which one do you like the best, the first one or the second one?
Oh man, it's hard, man. It's
hard. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
Maybe the first one, but if so, just about a pinch. About just
I'm
a
with
little
you.
bit, man.
Are they really that good?
Yeah,
they good, Larry.
Larry, they good, man. Don't sleep on the bear, man.
Don't sleep on them.
All right, man.
Sleep on the bear.
I'm telling you right now, if I watch this and I don't like it, I'm coming back and talking about you guys bad.
Man,
hey, go ahead, man.
I was fat as a child, so I got jokes. So you better watch yourself.
Yeah. So I'm happy about Paddington. If y'all in the chat and y'all want something good to watch you some. I knew I wasn't tripping.
Right.
It was Variety that had it. I had the article hidden somewhere. So credit to Variety. My fault. I pulled it up, so I wanted to give that some credit or whatever.
Check out the comment section. Latrice says she would have never ever guessed these was good. Yes, they're great. They are great.
I'm telling you, they are good. They're good movies. I'm talking like 9.5, 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
They're good. Like, you're gonna have a good time. But let me go ahead and move on real quick to get you kids to bed. Have y'all seen the Cruella trailer?
No,
I haven't either. Larry, have you seen it?
I did. I actually clicked the link thinking it was an article and it was a trailer, so I went ahead and watched it.
Okay, well, that brings us to the what is this? The 12th topic of the day, the Cruella trailer. I haven't seen it, and I want to see it, so I'm gonna go ahead and play it real quick.
But a new day brings new opportunities. And I was ready to make a statement. How does the saying go?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. This trailer right here came out maybe earlier this week, a week ago. I did not click on it because I just didn't have any interest. And after seeing it now, my interest level has dropped even lower. This trailer makes me tired and want to end the show early. I have no interest in this at all. I should have went with my gut. The only reason I brought it in today is because ever since it came out, when I ignored it, I kept seeing headlines of people like, "Oh, it actually looks good. It actually looks good." It doesn't look good to me. Lamont, what you got?
My wife will tell you I'm an Emma Stone fan. She has what I call Hollywood eyes. Sanaa Lathan has Hollywood eyes. And I've seen the other Cruella movies, and this didn't do nothing for me. It almost makes me mad at Emma Stone. Usually when you have a great actor or someone you really like that's acting, they can draw you in, but even her draw is not enough to make me want to watch this. So no, I'm pass on it. Nope, trailer ain't do nothing for me.
Larry?
It seemed like they were very inspired by the Joker. It seemed like they sort of mashed up like Harley Quinn and the Joker into one character, and then the whole thing, Cruella, all painted across the building. It just had sort of a Joker-esque sort of vibe to the trailer. I did like that scene where she lit that dress on fire and the top one. That was kind of a cool thing. That's something I would imagine you'd see on like a runway or something. But I was watching this the whole time I was watching this. I kept thinking to myself, I really wish that they would have cast Ruth Wilson to play that role. I think she would have been better.
Ruth Wilson or Rebel Wilson?
No, Ruth Wilson, the woman that plays on Luther and His Dark Material. So I think she would have been really good in this role. But yeah, I don't think I'm checking for this.
Me neither. Let's go and move to the second to last topic. We got another trailer. It's Biggie Smalls coming on Netflix. Have y'all seen this trailer?
I watched this one too.
Okay, I haven't seen it. Let me go ahead and play that real quick and get your thoughts real quick. All right, there you go. Now I'm a fan of Biggie. Any material that's gonna shed light on him or more of his history coming up, I'm here for. I can't say that I'm excited for it, but I'm willing to watch it. What you think, Larry? Oh, there go baby L.
My baby L is gonna take me away. My commentary, I have to go. Ain't that right, baby? That's right.
All right, man. Well, I'll go ahead and let you go, man. You want to, say what's going on your channel, what you got coming up?
Y'all know we do the live thing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night. We invite B. Avery. We got stocks coming this week. I'm be doing some more WandaVision. I am going to get back to doing my Black People TV. Now that things are stabilizing, my baby has got some childcare. I can get the YouTube popping. So come join us live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night, 9 p.m. And we got a special guest tomorrow, J Mo. He's got a role on a Power Show upcoming. He's going to be our interview tomorrow. Check us out then.
Alrighty. Well, my brother, I appreciate you being here tonight. I know you got the Overlord is taking over. Again, guys, there is a link down to his YouTube channel in the description box, and you can also head over to my channel tab, and there is a link to his channels as well. So Lamont, again, my brother, I thank you for being here, man, and I will see you next time, my brother.
All right, I'll catch y'all. Y'all be easy.
All right, peace
out.
All right,
man. See you all night.
All right.
Larry, thank you for being here so late, man. Are you into this, sir? This
yeah, man. I have to admit, man, anytime they come out with a Biggie documentary, I'm there for it.
Already.
It's not like I don't know the story. I know they're going to tell it. Maybe they bring in something new or they find some new footage or something, but Biggie's right there from my era, man. When I was at the time when Biggie was hot, I was shooting for the Source magazine and shooting for a number of record labels. So I was in LA, all right up in the mix of the whole hip hop thing. And it was fun. It was just, I can't tell you how much fun life was back then, man. Right. It was amazing. So, it's just like, Yeah, it's crazy because there was and I don't know, I'm assuming they still, I mean, I'm sure they're not doing this right now with the pandemic, but they used to do they had a radio station out there called Power 106, and Power 106 used to do these private shows where they would, for like a couple of months, people would call in and you can win like 2 tickets, and they would just do this like every hour on the hour for like a couple of months until they gave away like, I don't know, 1,000 tickets or something. And they'd have these very small venue private shows for the listeners. And I was actually going to shoot this one show where Biggie was going to be the headlining act. And that was the weekend that he got killed, it was like right before that he got killed, like a couple days before that show was supposed to happen. And everybody was sort of sad and bummed out. But it was crazy. Outkast actually, they got Outkast to come on and do the show, and they came out there and did this Biggie tribute and just ripped the stage. It was absolutely incredible. So, but yeah, man, that's right up my alley, right in my era. So I'm gonna check it, and I'm sure I'll enjoy it.
Cool, man. Same here. And I know it's getting late. This is the last topic. It's just gonna be real quick. And I'm just a fan of the cast. And this is like of a book I have as well. But Jesse Plemons, who was recently in Judas and the Black Messiah as one of the cops, is going to be teaming up with Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio for a film adaptation of The Killers of the Flower Moon, The Osage Murders, and the Birth of the FBI by David Grann. And I have the report right here from the Hollywood Reporter. Jesse Plemons to star in Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon. And Plemons will lead a cast that includes Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro. And it just goes on to say what this is about is the script written by Eric Roth and based on David Grann's bestseller is set in the 1920s Oklahoma against the backdrop of the serial murder of members of the oil-wealthy Osage Nation, a string of brutal crimes that came to be known as the Reign of Terror. Now, I heard about this story a few years ago, and I have the book right here as well that I haven't read yet, but I heard it's really good. But it's basically just about the birth of the FBI. And in the 1920s, I forgot if they were black or brown, but these settlers came up on some rich land just filled with oil. And, it was theirs, what I'm saying? So they was going to be rich like forever. And so I can't remember exactly, but let's just say some bad people or white supremacists came in and started marrying people that own the land so they can get those resources through marriage, and then it ended up killing the family. They just kept just murdering them and so they can take their oil and get all their land and riches and wealth. And so that's kind of how like the FBI that's kind of how they was born, like investigating this trial right here. And so this movie is just going to go into that and be an adaptation from this book. And so with Martin Scorsese, Jesse Plemons, and Leonardo DiCaprio involved, it's just something I'm really looking forward to. And I just kind of wanted to put this on people's radar. But Larry, I don't know if you've heard about this, but how do you feel about this announcement in this film right here being done by Martin Scorsese?
It sounds like it could be a great movie. I mean, you're talking about DiCaprio and De Niro. I mean, this could be great. I mean, and the crazy thing is with Jesse Plemons, right? That's one of those dudes, you watch a movie, you're like, oh snap, he's in it. Cool. And he kind of just, they mentioned in the article where he kind of just steals scenes from people. And I'm happy that he's actually getting the leading role in this. And, they said that actually, I guess it was DiCaprio, wanted that role, and they gave it to Plemons, and DiCaprio is going to take this sort of the second lead in there, which is, I mean, DiCaprio must have really wanted to be a part of this movie, because an actor of his caliber, of his size, I can't imagine he doesn't get the role he wants and he just decides to stick with the project. So he must have really wanted to be a part of it. But that's pretty fantastic that they have recognized his talent and and gave him that lead role. And I'm hoping he knocks it out of the park.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I hope this is like a breakout role for him as a leading man.
I got you, man. I got you. Well, man, that concludes all of our topics today. I don't know if you wanted to bring up that one with that you sent us with Lakeith and Charlemagne or whatever, but I thought that was funny. But now that concludes, guys, the number 6 movie news roundup show. I want to thank you so much, everyone that tuned in tonight. Everyone that was in the chat, this was a lot of fun. Everybody that gave a comment, everybody that did a super chat, everybody that gave me a thumbs up, subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Larry, do you have anything going on your channel right now that you want to tell the people, or do you have any final words, sir?
You know, just my same stuff. I'm gonna keep doing my tech reviews, and I do this video on this cell phone service and watch some more movies. I'm always looking for new stuff to watch. I'm always scouring the interwebs and whatnot to see what I can find to watch. So if you have anything that's out there that's great that you want me to watch, please share it with me. I'm always looking for something. I just watched last night. I watched what was that movie? I care something. I don't know. I forgot the exact title. Something I care.
On Netflix? Yeah, I know something. I think I know something. Yeah.
That was a fantastic movie. That was one Sharronda suggested that I watch. I probably would not have watched that movie otherwise. I would have seen that and just let it go right on past. But it turned out to be a fantastic movie. I really like what's his name? Something Dinklage, the dude from Game of Thrones. He was in there. Yeah. So, but it was a really good movie. I watched a couple of other series. I watched one on another one on Netflix. That's actually it's a Brazilian series. And I just put the English dub on. It's sort of like a supernatural sort of murder mystery thriller. So that one was kind of fun. So yeah, just doing my thing, trying to stay alive during the pandemic, make my tech videos, and watch some good movies or bad ones sometimes too.
I feel you, man.
Also, please, people, wear a mask.
Yes, wear a mask, And guys, again, you can follow him right there today. I feel like on all the social medias, there's a link down to his YouTube channel in the description box. And like I always says, there's a link to his channel right there today. I feel like in my channels tab, this is my channel tab. There's Larry right there. He has a ton of great videos. I mean, and he just tells you how to watch stuff for free. Like I'm telling you, I was bragging once. Yeah, look at this one right here. The best 5 ways to watch free movies on YouTube. So if you're not following his channel, you're losing. And I don't want you to lose. I want you to win. And you can win by following his channel. And again, guys, I'm going to be chopping up these videos. I have some other reactions that I'm going to be giving you guys as well, and just more movie reviews. So again, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Follow me on social media. Subscribe to the channel.
Get out of here. Do you have any recommendations for this week?
Recommendations. Judas and the Black Messiah is pretty good. I didn't like Malcolm and Marie. I don't know. I don't even know what else is coming out. Let me see real quick. Tom and Jerry. I'm honestly not looking forward to that. I'm just not. What we got in March? Chaos Walking. That does look good. Ray and the Last Dragon. That looks good too, but I haven't seen them. So, hold on. What's on my channel that I haven't? I don't even have that many. The last reviews I have was WandaVision, Judas and the Black Messiah, and yeah, I really don't have any recommendations. I'm sorry, man. You can watch my videos though. I recommend you watch all of my videos.
Yeah,
all of them. Yeah, that's what I recommend. But guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, follow me on social media. And guys, before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery. That's Mr. Larry with Today I Feel Like, and that's just our opinion. Peace.